Assalamu alaikum TV1 viewers. I hope you're all well. Well, we've had a fantastic year. What a year for sports. It has been a fantastic August with beautiful weather. Over 5,000 people turned up to the charity boat race, and it was an amazing day to see the fantastic competition, the atmosphere, and the family, get together. But most importantly, we have winners and champions with us today, people who have won their categories. So I'm going to introduce the guests and then we'll start the discussions. On my far right, I have Sister Nazma from the Muslima Sports Association representing MSA Dragons. Welcome to the show. Islam. And then in my immediate right is Sister Salma. She's also from the MSA Dragons.
Assalamu alaikum.
Islam. On my left is Junaid Uddin from the Muslim Sports Network.
Assalamu alaikum.
Islam. And my final guest on my far left is Shahim Uddin from Muslim Sports Network. Islam. So, viewers, I'm sure you've all seen it. Many people came down. It was fantastic weather. And these two groups of guests with me today represented in the Community Leaders Cup and the Sisters Challenge at the charity boat race event that took place on Sunday the 13th of August, 2 weeks ago. Let's start with the sisters. Sister Nazma, you were a pacer in your team.
Yes.
This year we had more sisters teams than last year. We had 6 teams. And your time in the final that you won was 1 minute, 4 seconds, 0.21. How do you feel about participating and winning the tournament?
Oh, we were absolutely thrilled. I think we challenged ourselves, and it was really good to see other sisters participating. And I must say, on the final, it was almost neck and neck. So we were quite static with our timing, and I think the second place sisters were not very far behind us.
That's right. We've got some highlights of the event. Let's watch the highlights, and then we'll come back to the discussion.
Absolutely a feel of Bangladesh.
This is our culture, this is our heritage.
The cultural element is important.
Everyone get together, introduce our culture.
মনে হচ্ছে যে দেশের মধ্যে কোন একটা জায়গার মধ্যে অবস্থান করতেছি।
All the communities here.
এখানে একটা উৎসবের মতো মানুষ ফিল করতেছে।
This is a fantastic opportunity to introduce people to rowing.
This event brings everyone together.
So great to see that something that our culture or traditional something you're promoting.
The organizers have put a fantastic show, thousands of people here.
Let's make it fun for the whole community.
TV1 is working in partnership with this.
This is a really great opportunity and a really great event for the southern bit of the borough. When we're unified, we can achieve anything, and this is proof.
Wow, TV1 viewers, there you have it. That's just a glimpse of what happened. We were there all day. It was a fantastic day of activity, culture, fundraising, charity, and community get-together. Sister Salma, obviously we saw the highlights there. Tell us about your experience of participating in a sporting event, because normally in our community there isn't a lot out there for them. How did you feel about participating in the charity boat race?
Yeah, I think it was such a fabulous opportunity for us. Often, Muslim women and Bengali women in particular are not seen doing sports. And it was really nice to go out there and represent all women, to be honest with you. So that was such a lovely opportunity for us. We often do, our organisation, there's a lot of sporting event for women, but we don't compete. So it's hidden behind closed doors. So it was really nice to come out and actually compete. And that was really great.
I'm going to come back to you and I'll give you time to think about it. Sometimes this could be controversial. A lot of people saying, should you compete or not? But think about that. I'll come back to that question. Let's come to this side, the Community Leaders Cup champions with a time of 52.86 seconds. Muslim Sports Network. Junaid, you were in the team, in the boat. How do you feel? First time out on the water, bringing the trophy home?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I mean, we did really well. We entered the competition to win it, so we trained really hard for this. It was a great event run by all charities involved. We as a team, we trained really hard for this. So on the day we were ready. We didn't want to, just compete. We wanted to win this competition. I think out of all the 3 races, we were improving our time each race. I think our fastest time was actually 51 seconds. So we were really happy about that. Generally, we were confident, but we were really proud about our performance. In the final, it was very, very close with the other team. I was at the front, so I wasn't too sure about whether we won. But alhamdulillah, we got the win and we're very proud of ourselves.
No, definitely. And Shaheem, tell us about Muslim Sports Network, because it's a new organisation, isn't it?
It is indeed, it is indeed. So MSN is your Muslim Sports Network and it forms part of Blackstone Charity. So like you said, it is a relatively new organisation, and the ethos behind the organisation, first and foremost, is to bring communities together, both here in the UK and in Bangladesh as well. So our mission statement essentially is to serve the community, serve our people essentially, inshallah. And this has been a great platform for us, just to kind of showcase our talents, our dedication, our commitment to improving ourselves and making ourselves better. MSN, as Junaid said, we are a team, we're a serious team. We came here to win the competition, and hopefully we made a statement. We made a statement.
Definitely did with that performance. And this year we had 15 teams in the Community Leaders Cup. Amazing amount of team, and to get into the top 3 and win it, it was a great achievement indeed. Let's come back to the sisters. A lot of the times, people, especially from the sisters in our community, they get put off. People say, really, should ladies go out and participate in public in particular, because it's an outdoor sport. How did you guys feel? Did you feel that you could participate in a safe way? Was it intimidating? Because there's 5,000 people, is a lot of people. But on the day, how did you feel? Was the atmosphere suitable and conducive for you to participate?
I think 2 things for me is, it's not about should women be out in public doing it. I think we need to cater for women to do it. And obviously, in some situations it doesn't work, perhaps what you're wearing and so on. So I think it's about the sports making facilities for us. And to be fair, I can't fault the event. It was absolutely fantastic. I was a little bit hesitant, especially with the Bengali community. We've done other events with Muslim communities, but not necessarily with the Bengali community. And I was really impressed by, especially with the brothers, and the positivity and the support that they showed us. And that was really nice. We really felt that.
And we saw that you had, you made your own kit. You were very bright, and it really looked like everyone was enjoying it and had a really festive atmosphere.
Yeah, I think for us it was just like obviously having fun, but also competing. We are a sports association, so for us it was just like we are serious about like the Muslim Network. We are serious about sports, and we need to show that this is something that women also can compete. Obviously in a safe environment, in a culturally bound environment, and obviously according to our deen as well. So I think we didn't feel intimidated, and like Salma said, like it was encouraging to see even some of the other brothers, brothers who never heard of us or didn't even know us, really encouraging us and chanting us, when we were doing the race. So it was really, really good to see that. It's that atmosphere, the community spirit that was there. That was great to be showcased.
Definitely. And brothers, when you guys were on the water, at the start of the race, we raced in the middle and then we moved to the inside. How did you find the experience of rowing at London Regatta Centre with planes taking off in one side and that stretch of water with all the fans? What was that experience like?
To be honest, I mean, we've been training there, so that's where we normally do our training, so we were used to the conditions. I think what's very important about dragon boat is to remain focused on your own boat. So as a team, we're focused. When we get into that boat, we don't get distracted by anyone else, and I think that's the formula to win, and that's probably the reason why we actually won the competition.
Definitely. You guys look very organised, and obviously you guys brought a lot of passion to the day. What were the highlights outside of the rowing? What were the highlights for team members?
Highlights, I think it's just, first and foremost, it was such a good community event. seeing everyone from the various districts in Bangladesh as well, you can always kind of, you know, there is that link, isn't it? Because as British Bengalis, we don't really have that much of a link with Bangladesh as much unless we go there. So having that kind of community event with all the various districts and stuff, it's really nice, you know, really nice environment to be in. So I really enjoyed the environment itself. The food was fantastic as well, the way it was organised, and yeah, and you know, winning just put icing on the cake, to be fair, if I'm honest. But yeah, no, it was great. It was great.
Fantastic. And sister, just coming on to you, what were your highlights outside of the racing in terms of the facilities, the market stalls, the ladies area, the fun fair? What were the bits that you thought were positive?
I think similar to what the brother was saying, just that sense of belonging, to be in an environment, seeing everyone in their cultural clothes, the great food, the atmosphere. It was really nice. There was a lot of jackfruits flying around as well.
No, fantastic. Just last question before we wrap up. What would you say to other people, other women, about getting involved next year? What message would you have for them?
I think, like, you know, I don't think the cultural bound is something that should be holding us back. I mean, for us, like, you know, as our organisation, it's more about, you know, it's not the sports gives you that mental stability. It's not just about the sports, it's about the other aspects of the sports that gives the, like I said, the mental, the physical, the psychological. It's about bringing all that together and also having fun. And for us, like, you know, as women, I don't think, you know, it's something, like you said, like, there shouldn't be anything that's holding us back. You know, we go to work, we do lots of other things. So this is just another aspect of to showcase our heritage to, you know, to all the communities, that this is something which we can do as well.
Yeah, it's about being part of the community, firstly. It's about being role models to our daughters and the younger generation. I think, you know, myself, I never saw my mum ever doing any exercise. And so my daughter doesn't have that same outlook. She thinks she can do anything she likes. And I always say to her, if it's halal and it's within the boundaries that we need to stick by, then go for it. And it was such a great day. So I definitely encourage everyone to join next year.
Fantastic. And Emerson, what is your message to the people who want to take your title next year?
All right, first and foremost, our title is not going to be easy to take. Listen, we come there to win. That is the bottom line. And secondly, MSN is not just about dragon boat racing. We do running, we do cycling, we do climbing, we do hikes, we do absolutely everything. So if you want to join us next year, get your interest in early, because we are going to get a lot of interest. Secondly, with what the sister was saying about women and facilitating sports for them, MSN is highly, you know, inclusive in that sense. We like to promote and facilitate women exercising. I have 3 daughters myself, Soraya and Anna, Naila, assalamu alaikum. And I try to facilitate training for them. And I love the fact that this particular event allowed women to participate well, and the way it was organized, it was absolutely fantastic. So that's given us inspiration as well, the fact that you guys have done it, and you know, moving forward, I would like my daughters to participate in something like this as well.
Fantastic. And Junaid, your final message?
Final message is, if anyone's interested in competing with us, we'll be training very hard. If anyone wants to join our team, you're more than welcome to. We're looking for new recruits, and yeah, we'll bring on next year.
So there you have it, viewers. The reason why we have champions here is because they prepare, they train, they see that goal, and they have that hunger and determination. If you want to reach their successes and win trophies like this, you need to get involved early, not at the last minute. We've got Muslim Sports Network and we have the Muslim Sports Association. Opportunities for brothers and sisters, 2 fantastic organizations. If you're interested, join them, take part in other activities, and when the boat race comes around in 2024, I'm sure they'll be delighted to have you on board. So we're going to take a short break. Afterwards, we'll carry on the discussion. Assalamu alaikum TV1 viewers, welcome back. We're discussing the charity boat race. What a fantastic event it was on Sunday the 13th of August 2023 at the London Regatta Centre. Over 5,000 people attended. There was 39 teams in 4 categories. It was an amazing spectacle of a sporting event, community get together and fantastic charity fundraising. Now we have some special people joining us. I'm going to start on the far left. We have Sutomia, who was a coordinator for the Upazila. He represented Team Bishnak and Kunari Jamia Masjid, a very talented person. Sutomai, welcome to the show. Islam. Then we have the main person, Sheikh Fahimul Anam, the CEO of Gift Foundation, who are one of the main organizers along with Sisters Forum and Newham Youth Link. Sheikh, welcome to the show.
Assalamu alaikum, thank you.
Wa alaikum salam. Then on my right, we have Abu Hassan. He is the assistant manager of Team Dirai, and they were very close. He'll tell you where they came during the conversation. Welcome to the show.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. And finally, we have Angur Ali from Team Jagannathpur. He was a member of the team, and we'll find out how they got on when we start the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So viewers, let's watch some highlights of the event, and then we'll get into the discussion.
Absolutely a feel of Bangladesh.
This is our culture, this is our heritage.
The cultural element is important.
Everyone get together, like introduce our culture.
মনে হচ্ছে যে দেশের মধ্যে কোন একটা জায়গার মধ্যে অবস্থান করতেছি।
All the communities here.
এখানে একটা উৎসবের মতো মানুষ ফিল করতেছে।
This is a fantastic opportunity to introduce people to rowing.
This event brings everyone together.
So great to see that something that our culture or traditional something you are promoting.
The organizers have put a fantastic show, thousands of people here.
Let's make it fun for the whole community.
TV1 is working in partnership with this.
This is a really great opportunity and a really great event for the southern bit of the borough. When we're unified, we can achieve anything, and this is proof.
There you have it, viewers. Afnan Azuddin full documentary Dakhtar sign. Keep an eye on TV1. This is just the preview. It was a fantastic event. Let's start with Sheikh Fahimul Anam, CEO of Gift Foundation. Sheikh, second year, how did it go this year?
সেকেন্ড ইয়ার তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ খুব ভালোই গেছে। এই আমরা তো যারা আশা করছিলাম আমরা চেয়ে তো বেটার হয়েছে, সব দিক দিয়ে বেটার হয়েছে এবং সবাই এনজয় করছেন, খুশি হয়েছে করছেন, যার কারণে in one simple sentence it was really fantastic, a great event.
Fantastic. So, Sutobai, you were coordinating the Upazila, and now in this segment, we're mainly going to focus on that segment. How was it finding the Upazila teams, and did you get, was there a positive uptake, or was it a bit of a struggle?
No, actually, there wasn't a struggle at all, because with the success of last year, this year, all we had to do was make a phone call, and everyone was just ready and waiting. In fact, they were actually waiting for the call. So every team that I called up, we said, yes, we're ready. And, you know, that was it. It was easy, and it's going to get easier as well. It's going to get easier.
No, definitely. And we had 12 Upazilas this year.
We did. We had 12. We expected a few more, but they weren't ready. So, as I said, it's going to get better next year.
Next year, inshallah, will be more. Now, let's go on to the participants, Dirai. Afnara then participate khollai. Obviously, last year we know that Dokin Shunam Kunju won it. Dirai is always a very competitive team. এই বছর আপনারা preparation কেমন ইসলা আর আপনারা result কেমন হইছে on the day?
ধন্যবাদ বৈশাখ। To be honest, we never had any preparations, to be honest, and we only had one training session just to feel out how it's like. And on the day, I think some of the players didn't show up for a particular reason, but other than that, I think আমরা কয়েকজন মুরব্বী আছেন, they led the whole process of the thingy, and as you know, Joel Bay as well, he's been and done it, I think. He's a great captain, so now I have to give it to him. It's all about teamwork. Teamwork one man cannot make the difference without the team, you know?
That's right, especially when it's a boat of 16.
Yes.
The viewers of all, Dirai finished the final race with 48.48 seconds. Okay, so that's where they finished up. And Jagannathpur did win it with 47.75 seconds. So less than 1 second between the winners and the runners-up. And goodbye, you're a member of the champion team. After kita korso this year to change what happened. Obviously last year was the first year. But this year, they were very focused, the players and team and management. What did you do different this year?
Thank you, brother. First of all, আমি আসলে প্রথমে ধন্যবাদ জানাই জরে TV1, Faith, যারা এটা সম্পূর্ণ অর্গানাইজার্স অফ ফেইথ অ্যান্ড সাম আদার্স আপনারা যারা এটা অর্গানাইজ করছেন এবং এই উপজেলাগুলার বিশেষ করিয়া উপজেলাগুলার এই নৌকা প্রতিযোগিতায় যেগুলো আইনিয়া উপস্থিত করছেন এটাতে আপনারা অশেষ ধন্যবাদ। আর আমি মনে করি এবারের এই কম্পিটিশনে যেভাবে পাবলিসাইজ হয়েছে মানুষের ভিতরে গিয়ারি একটা সারা জাগাইছে আর পরবর্তী যে কম্পিটিশনগুলো হইব এগুলো আরও অন্য যে গ্রেটার সিলেটের মধ্যে মনে হয় অনেক উপজেলা আছে। আমরা সুনামগঞ্জেও 12টা উপজেলা কথা বুঝছি নি এবং সিলেট ডিস্ট্রিক্টও তো আরও 12-13টা। এইভাবে যদি সকল উপজেলা যদি নেক্সট ইয়ার এখানে আইন তাহলে এই কম্পিটিশনটা আরও বেশি হইব। লেটস গো টু দ্য মেইন পয়েন্ট। আসলে আপনি যে কথা কইছেন আমি কিন্তু একজন মেম্বার উইনিং টিমের মেম্বার, আমি কিন্তু সারা বছরের মাঝে একদিন আমি কিন্তু নৌকার মধ্যে প্র্যাকটিসও করছি না। কিন্তু আমরা জগন্নাথপুরে বাস্তবে কিন্তু আমি এক্সপেক্টও করছি না আমরা যিনি এত বাধা করব। যদিও আমরা টিমের মধ্যে 6-7 জন আসেন এই যে শাডল ড্রাগনের প্লেয়ার রোয়ার, তো শাডল ড্রাগনের তাকে আমরা মনে করছি যে হয়তো আমরা একটু বাধা করব এবং আমরা সাথে আমরা জগন্নাথপুরের 2 জন ছেলে আসলা বিগিনিং প্রথম রেসে। আর প্রথম রেসে আপনার যদি ফটোগ্রাফও দেখুন কিন্তু আমরাও যেন সামান্যটা ভাঙি গেছি, ভাঙ্গিয়া ফরি গেছে ফরাত ইয়ারি আমরা যে ফেস মেকার ডানোর এর কিন্তু অনেক স্ট্রোক কিন্তু মিস করছে। এর ফেরও আমরা 51.51 সেকেন্ডে আমরা পয়লা রেস জিতেছি। এই জিতছি তারপরে কিন্তু আমি তখন তারারে কইছি যে আমরা যখন গিয়ারি রিয়েল কম্পিটিশনও করবো উই ক্যান ডু মাচ মোর বেটার দেন দিস। কিন্তু এভরি রেস যদি সেকেন্ড রেসও আমরা 49 সেকেন্ড সামথিং আমরা করছি এবং থার্ড রেসও কিন্তু আমরা সাবস্টিটিউট কিছু মানুষ নিয়ে করছি, করার পরেও আমরা তবুও আমরা নম্বর 1 হয়েছি। এই রেসের মধ্যে আমরা কিন্তু গোলাপগঞ্জের সাথে করছি সেমিফাইনাল আমরা গোলাপগঞ্জে হারাইছি, ওয়ান অফ দ্য টাফেস্ট মানে টিম যেটা তারা কিন্তু রেগুলারলি ট্রেন করছে। কিন্তু আমরা জগন্নাথপুরে ইউনাইটেডভাবে আমরা একদিনও ট্রেন করছি না, সারা বৎসরের মাঝে আমি একদিনও ট্রেন করছি না, শুধু কম্পিটিশন আইছি। কিন্তু আমি রিয়েলি আই ওয়াজ সারপ্রাইজ টু উইন ইট। আসলে আপনি যে কথা বলছি আমরা কিতা করছি, উই হ্যাভ ডান নাথিং, উই জাস্ট ফলো বোট রেসিংয়ের মেইন থিং হইল ই ফলো ইয়োর লিডার। যে রোয়ার আপনার সামনে আসছেন তারে যদি আপনি ফলো করেন আর আপনি ইফ ইউ গেট ইউর টাইমিং রাইট অ্যান্ড ইফ ইউ জাস্ট ফলো হোয়াট হি ডাজ তাহলে দেখা যাইব গিয়ারি ই ক্যান ডু বেটার। আর ফাইনাল তো হইলা অনলি 1 সেকেন্ডে আমরা দিরাই রিপিট করছি। দ্যাট ওয়াজ এ ফ্যান্টাস্টিক রেস। খালি দিরাই না, এবং আপনি যদি দক্ষিণ সুনামগঞ্জের টাইমও দেখেন ইটস এ নেক অ্যান্ড নেক রেস।
That's right. Dawkin Sunamganj's time was 48.60 seconds. So all 3 teams were less than 1 second apart.
That's called power of Shunamganj, you know. I had to say this.
That's true. All 3 teams were from Shunamganj. I think Sutobai this year, I think Shadow Dragons supporting a lot of the Upazila teams. The standard has raised a lot. So what do you think about other professional rowers joining the Upazila? How can we encourage more partnership like that?
Well, this is, I mean, as it's the second year. Now it's the onus. The onus is on the team captains and the team managers, the Upazilas, because there are facilities out there for teams to train. And I've already had calls. Where can we go? Where can we go? And I've forwarded that to them. Even I represent Bishnat. You know, even we're going to be training this year, just to let the other teams know, be ready for Bishnat next year. But yes, you have to train in the sense of what Talisha coordination that it's very important. If you don't know the rhythm, if you can't row in a rhythm, you're not going to go anywhere. So yes, professional training, it helps.
Yes.
It helps, and the rest is up to you how you go forward.
Definitely. TV1 viewers, আপনারা এই show দেখতে পারবা on YouTube live, and you can make comments and join in if you want. It is being streamed live. Sheikh, this year obviously the competition has become a lot more professional. So many more teams, especially in the community section, professional organization like Shadow Dragons, their rowers joining the club. So obviously the start of this whole project was about doing activity for a good cause and raising money. How does that sit with the competition element, it becoming very competitive, faster time, more people recruiting specialist rowers? What do you have to say about that? Is that compatible with your main objectives? Can both happen at the same time?
I think there are two points here. Where there is people, there is the kind of motivation, inspiration. The program, at least what it did, it attracted people. আর মানুষও তো বেশি তো খুশি লাগে বা এই মোটিভেশন থাকে। আর secondly, when people gather, if the competition element is there, it makes it more rewardable. Otherwise, to one একটা boring হয়ে যাব। তো competition নেই ওখানে। So I think it's a good sort of direction we are heading. Not necessarily that we planned it, but it's heading towards a good direction. Alhamdulillah, audience was great. Yes. And I probably would say that maybe the biggest event organized by the Bengali Muslim community, but for the wider Muslim community, the biggest event. So I think from that angle, we could say it was a success that we were able to attract the biggest audience. সবচেয়ে বড় event, সবচেয়ে বেশি মানুষ এসেছেন। আর এখন যেটা I think it was a good thing that যারা একটু professional, relatively more professionals, তারা আমরা take him back to their roots. এটা indirectly it's helping those are harone, it's helping the team and it's connecting them to their roots, and this is always a good thing. This third point I want to sort of highlight here is that maybe compared to other competitions, American or uniqueness by USP we are sort of combining both sort of culture together. The opposite cultural angle. It gives a nice vibe. At a bala feeling enjoy. At the same time, through other categories, we are bringing in other people. Even if you look at the sisters category, it's just bringing in another dimension, And alhamdulillah, our sisters, in a good environment, in a decent environment, they're able to join the happiness, if I put it that way, There is no indecency, And even if anybody has any concerns, sisters were, they were in hijab, they are rowing far away. Although, yes, it's open field, but closeness. So it's another important point for us to understand and realize, yes, Islamo, Mohila restrictions ase, but within this environment, there's nothing wrong what they did. And we should be encouraging our sisters to also take part in those good things. And to be honest, Mohila hol to Sahabi Mohila hol even Juddho to gesun, battles holo gesun, different role play horsun. You can know, as long as the environment is safe and there's decent environment, Islamic environment, there's nothing wrong with it, then there is no halal haram question here. It doesn't look like an Islamic program, but it is an Islamic program that you can wrong kichu on naki. So I thought it's very important allowing our sisters to come and join us.
Definitely, and I think TV1 viewers, actually, Zara organizer, Gift Foundation, New Youth Link, and Sisters Forum, to create a family environment and family atmosphere. It's really important, but there is not many activities where the family can come together. I know of a team where a sister raced, her husband raced, and her child raced. So it was really nice to see so many people coming together and getting involved in the day. Now, Diray Abu Hassan Bhai, apart from the rowing, we had loads of stalls. What food did you try? What were the things that made the day nice?
I tried quite a few stuff. I tried the sanasur, I tried the mojito, I tried the fuska, and obviously a cup of tea. I had to try that, and then I tried some fiazi and sana, bits of everything.
And Angur bhai, আপনারা what on the day apart from the racing কোন জিনিস আপনি এনজয় করছেন?
না আসলে ঈদে আমি সবচেয়ে এনজয় করছি বেশি, কারণ আমরা মনে করতাম যে বোট রেসিং যেটা স্পেশালি ইন দিস কান্ট্রি এলিট স্পোর্টস হিসাবে আসছিল, কিন্তু এটা তো আমরার দায়। কিন্তু এটা আমরা যারা দেশ থেকে বড়ই আইছি, বিশেষ করে আমি 16-17 বছরও ইদেশে আইছি 1985, কিন্তু আমরা কিন্তু ইদেশে হওয়ার আগে কিন্তু এই বোটের মধ্যেও কিন্তু আমরা বর্ষাকালে কিন্তু আমরা চলাফেরাটু বোট দিয়ে আসিল। তখন তো যোগাযোগ ব্যবস্থা তোমার একটা আসিল না, বাজারও যাইতো, কাজে শাখানো যাইতো। আমরা যখন স্কুলেও গেছি বর্ষাকালও আমরা নৌকা দিয়েও গেছি। এমনকি আমরা বর্ষা মৌসুমও তখন একমাত্র বিনোদন যেটা এন্টারটেনমেন্ট যেটা কই, এটা আসিল গিয়ে আমরা নৌকা বাইছি, নৌকা দৌড়। এবং নৌকা বাইছে যাওয়ার সময় কিন্তু আমরা ড্রেসও করতাম, আমরা ট্রেডিশনাল গ্রামীণ হয়ে, যেটা আমার উত্তরাপেটা তারার যে টিম আপনি যদি দেখেন, বুঝছেন, এমন আমারে যদি অনেকে দেখেন, কিন্তু রেইসও দেখছেন, এখন আমার চিন্তা নাই, কারণ আমার গামছা আসিল, মাথার লুঙ্গি আসিল, বুঝছেন। আমি এইভাবে গত বছর আইছি, এবারও আইছি। এটাই কিন্তু গিয়ারি, এমনকি বিশেষ করিয়া আমি দেখছি একটা বাতি যে আকিকর ছেলে, তার নামটা আমি জানি না, হি ওয়াজ সো প্যাশনেট অ্যাবাউট জগন্নাথপুর, বুঝছেন। অলদো হি বর্ন ইন দিস কান্ট্রি, ইজ অনলি অ্যাবাউট 12-13 তিনি, কারণ যে সময় জগন্নাথপুর এভরি সিঙ্গল রেস অন দ্য ফিনিশিং টাচেস, ইফ ইউ লুক এট দ্য ভিডিও, বুঝছেন, ভিডিওর মাঝে দেখলে দেখো হি ওয়াজ সো ইলেটেড, হি ওয়াজ সো হ্যাপি, বুঝছেন নাকি তা কইছি। এই যে 12-13 বছরের ছেলে, এই ছেলে যে জগন্নাথপুর খুয়াই, আমার মনে হয় একদিন গেছে করি, আমি না শিওর গেছে কি গীতা, কিন্তু জগন্নাথপুর যে তার আনচেস্ট্রাল হোম, ওখান থেকে যে তার ফ্যামিলি আইসন, হিটার প্রতি যে তার টান, এটা দেখিয়া কিন্তু আমি অভিভূত। এবং এখানেও কিন্তু অনেক মহিলা, এখন অনেক মেয়েরাও আসলা, এখন অনেক ফ্যামিলিও আসলা যারা জগন্নাথপুর আসলা। When we won it, from the race we can hear their screaming and shouting, বুঝছেন কি, come on জগন্নাথপুর, come on দিরাই, come on সুনামগঞ্জ, come on গোলাপগঞ্জ। মানে দেখা যায় how the thing is coming from their heart, বুঝছেন কি তা কইছে। এটাই ইয়ারি আমি ধন্যবাদ আরবার আপনারা জানাই, কারণ এইভাবে একটা ফাংশন করায়, এটাই ইয়ারি ওই জন্য বাচ্চা থেকে শুরু করে বড় পর্যন্ত এরা কোনোদিন জানলো না নেতার সে করে কই থেকে আইসে যখন বাঙালি জহল নে। এইটাই কিন্তু আমরা নিয়ারি আর গ্রামও হুসার যে কোন বার থেকে কোন নাম থেকে আইসি আমরা। এমন কেউ যে রেসের মধ্যে ভালো যে কিছু কিছু মেম্বার হল আছে, তারাও তুকার যে একটু আগে আমার যেটা বাইয়ে রাশিদে হইলা যে আগর যে দুইজন চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাই আসলা ওনার মাঝে বুয়াত, এখন তো তারা তো করছেন চ্যারিটি ইভেন্টও আইসেন, আমার মনে হয় অংশগ্রহণ করছেন, দে ওয়ান ইট অর সামথিং, but they are from Bianibajar. So they are thinking, yes, I'm from Bianibajar, so Bianibajar to কোনো team দিছে না, so next time we can give a team from Bianibajar.
Definitely, and I think that
ও যেগুলা হইলাম আমি এগুলা কিন্তু কমিউনিটিরে প্রোগ্রেস করার দায় কথা বুঝছেন নাকি তা কইছি। এটা যখন আরও এটা মোটিভেট করতে পারবো, দিস ইজ এ অলিম্পিক মানে ইভেন্ট এজ ওয়েল। তা আমি যেটা মনে করি যে যদি এটার মধ্যে আমরা আরও এফোর্ট দেই, বিভিন্ন স্পোর্টসও কিন্তু আমরা উই আর নট ক্যাপাবল টু গো ফার্দার লাইক ফুটবল, আমরা অনেক চেষ্টা করিয়া প্রফেশনালি আমরা করতাম পারলাম না অন্য ইভেন্টও, কিন্তু অন্য কমিউনিটির মানুষ যদি পারে, অন্য কমিউনিটি এথনিসিটির মানুষ যদি গিয়ারি প্রগ্রেস হইতে পারে স্পোর্টসও, আমরা এখানে পারি না। কারণ আমরা পারি না, আমরা সবসময় মনে করি আমরা ফ্যামিলি খালি খেলাধুলা চাই না, এই পড়াশোনা করো, এই করো, সেই করো। পড়াশোনার সাথে সাথে স্পোর্টসের দিকে যে প্রগ্রেস করা যায়, এটা হয়তো আমরার যে জেনারেশনের যে প্যারেন্টস আছেন, এরা যদি তারার ছেলে মেয়েরে গিয়ারি সাপোর্ট দেয়, ট্যালেন্টেড যারা, তারা সামনে দিয়ে পড়াশোনা করিয়া যাইতে পারবো এবং খেলাধুলায়ও ভালো একটা অবদান রাখতে পারবো এবং খেলাধুলার মাধ্যমে এমন জীবন ব্যবস্থা গ্রহণ করতে পারবো যেখানে তার ফাইন্যান্সিয়ালিও কিন্তু অনেক সিকিউর জীবন ব্যবস্থা চালিয়ে যাইতে পারবো।
Definitely, and I think Sheikh, this is the big difference now. Amra, the current generation, the second, third, fourth generation parents who attended these events with their children, Amra daitwa se to try and provide that opportunity, because there was a lot of things that we might not have had when we first came to this country. Our parents, as Angurbai said, focused on studies, but we have a responsibility to develop the family as a whole. So what can you say about that, about the role of parents and getting the kids involved in other activities, other wider activities?
No, I think আমরা দেখি দেশে মানে যে প্রাইভেট স্কুল, গ্রামার স্কুল হলো teaching to more or less same, how to maybe small group this that, but what gives them the advantage is the extracurricular activities. মানে যে এদেশে যে গ্রামার স্কুল, প্রাইভেট স্কুলের মেইন অ্যাডভান্টেজ হলো গিয়ে যে মানে পড়ার সাথে সাথে তারা বিভিন্ন প্রফেশনাল স্পোর্টস ঢুকায় আর স্পোর্টস থেকে তোমার মানে সো মাচ ডিফারেন্ট থিংস মানে এগুলো তো মানে ব্রেইনও এক্সারসাইজ ফিজিক্যাল এক্সারসাইজ হচ্ছে আর না আমরা যে হিফজোর যে একটা কনসেপ্ট যারা হাফিজও করে এরা কিন্তু মানে বালা করতে পারে কারণ তারা যে রিটেনশন এবিলিটিটা হয়ে যায় স্ট্রং হয়ে যায় লাইকওয়াইজ স্পোর্টসে মানুষের ফিজিক্যাল স্ট্রেংথ ইভেন মানে ইউর থিঙ্কিং এবিলিটির করে স্পিড আপ করে দেয় ওটা বুঝছি নি তো যার কারণে আমার মনে হয় আমরা এখন যেহেতু ওয়েল স্টাবলিশ ইন দিস সোসাইটি আমরা প্যারেন্টস হলে আর একটু ব্রোডার হওয়া দরকার যে খালি এডুকেশনের লোক আরও মানে ফিজিক্যাল অ্যাক্টিভিটিস আমরা করা দরকার অ্যান্ড দিস সর্ট অফ কম্পিটিশন এনকারেজেস দেম
Definitely. Viewers, we're going to go for a short break, so join us after the break. Assalamu alaikum TV1 viewers, welcome back to the final segment of the Charity Boat Race 2023. What a year it's been. 39 teams, over 5,000 people at the London Regatta Centre. I've got two people with me, the organisers of the event, to wrap up the final segment. On my right hand side, we have Councillor Sabia Kamali. She's from Sisters Forum, the CEO and founder. Sabi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Simon.
Islam. And then we've got Rashid Ali Bhai, the event director, the person who brought us all together to make this event happen. Rashid Bhai, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jawad. Assalamu alaikum.
Islam. Okay, Rashid Bhai, let's start with you. Obviously, second year now. You've got a lot of people behind you who've made this happen. What were your highlights and what do you want to say to the TV1 viewers?
Firstly, assalamu alaikum to all the TV1 viewers and thank you for being with us. To be honest, Jawad, I think I was a bit taken aback at the response. I certainly didn't expect the turnout that we got. It was incredibly busy, as you say, I would say around 5,000 people. So that was a bit overwhelming to begin with. But the other thing is, I think everybody worked really hard, and the whole day went fantastically well. Everybody that was there, I'd like to think, had a really, really good day, and they took something from it. So for me, we gave everybody the 3 races that we said we would. We had a semi-final in the Upazila one, which, for me the highlight was Osmaninagar got to the semi-final. Every year we've been behind everybody else, so even the semi-final is an achievement for us. Jagannathpur came through, and my God, the final was a proper race. I had a lot of people saying this, like this year they are proper races. They're not where somebody's leaving other teams behind. They were millisecond sort of behind. So I think overall, it was a great success, and there was so much positivity. At the same time, there were 1 or 2 suggestions on ways we can improve it. So inshallah, we'll look at that and hopefully improve.
Definitely. Let's watch the highlights from this year's events and then we'll carry on the discussion.
Absolutely a feel of Bangladesh.
This is our culture, this is our heritage.
The cultural element is important.
Everyone get together, like introduce our culture.
মনে হচ্ছে যে দেশের মধ্যে কোন একটা জায়গার মধ্যে অবস্থান করতেছি।
All the communities here.
এখানে একটা উৎসবের মতো মানুষ ফিল করতেছে।
This is a fantastic opportunity to introduce people to rowing.
This event brings everyone together.
So great to see that something that our culture, our traditional, something you are promoting.
The organizers have put a fantastic show, thousands of people here.
Let's make it fun for the whole community.
TV1 is working in partnership with this.
This is a really great opportunity and a really great event for the southern bit of the borough. When we're unified, we can achieve anything, and this is proof.
There you have it, viewers. What a fantastic event. Now let's come to Sabia. Obviously you've got multiple hats, Sabia. You're a councillor of Newham where the event took place. You're the CEO of Sisters Forum, one of the co-organisers of the event. How did you feel and how did the event go for you?
I think the event went brilliant, and I'm also part of the winning team because Jagannathpur won, so there's a third hat that I'd like to bring in. But I think overall, alhamdulillah, the event was really successful because we had 6 women boats, which meant that over 120 women took part, which is double from the last year's figure, and the whole purpose was to bring women and children and family involved. From that element of it, I think women themselves enjoyed the event. They were active and they weren't, like the brothers, weren't just rowing for the sake of it. They took training, they got proper involved. We had element of childcare there as well for some of the sisters. In terms of from the council's point of view, I think it was absolutely fantastic. The mayor enjoyed it, the deputy, the chair, half of the councillors were there, and everybody had same thing to say. It was absolutely brilliant. I think this is the second year we've done it, and Newham hasn't had anything as on that grand scaled. So yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. And I think the deputy did say it's probably one of the largest boat race that he's seen in Newham. So yeah, it was all good.
Fantastic. And viewers, just if you don't know, the boat race took place at the London Regatta Centre, and it's immediately next door to Newham Council's building by Royal Albert Station and City Airport. So the location is in the heart of East London, and it's really accessible for everyone to get to. Rashid Bhai, if we come back, obviously we had the boat race, but we had the Carom tournament as well, which Friends Carom Club organised, and we had so many different stalls. It's not just the boat race, is it? It's about providing wider facilities.
Yes, exactly, Jawara. So I think, look, the whole idea is to bring the community together. There is an Islamic element to it. I have to be quite honest about that, because that's what we want to sort of push forward. But the idea is that we bring the culture and the religion sort of together as much as is possible. So we had Friends Carom Club, like last year, they provided the carom boat competition. The longer race was due to happen, but due to the overwhelming number of people, the grass area was full of families having a picnic, so that didn't happen. So things like longer race and I think last year we were going to do a tug of war and stuff like that. I think what we're finding is the increase in demand and the huge amount of people is stopping us actually from doing some of the other activities that we want to do. But then there was the rickshaw, there was the CNG, you know, there was fantastic amount of or different types of stalls. There was the coconut stall, you know. So there were so many other things happening along with that. I think it just made it all sort of a fantastic event, really. Definitely.
And viewers, just to let you know, the winners of the carom boat tournament was Satoh, Moin and his partner, and the runners-up was Gulaf Gonj Liton and his partner. Sheikh, coming back to the event and organising something like this, it's a huge task, isn't it? Because you're talking about a large event. It's not easy, and financially it does put a pressure. How can we work with the community? What message do you have for the business community to get involved next year?
To organize such big event, there is financial challenge. I think amrar Bengali community je tu mana jodio eta wider but Bengali community re promote kore amra to alhamdulillah Bengali business onek ache amra আসলে বিজনেস ছাড়া তারা সাপোর্ট করলে আরেকটু আমরা দেয় ইজি হইব কারণ বিহাইন্ড দি সিন আমরা তো অনেক সময় দিচ্ছি অনেক মেহনত করছি অনেক ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল বার্ডেনসও আছে তো আমরা আশা করি যে আমরা কমিউনিটি হিসাবে মানে ইফ দে অল কাম ফরওয়ার্ড স্পেশালি বিজনেস কমিউনিটি স্মল হেল্প লিটল হেল্প কোনো বড় অ্যামাউন্টের দরকার নাই তখন আমরা লগে ইজি হইব আমরা এই প্রোগ্রামটা আরও নাইসলি অর্গানাইজ করা আর কি তো ওই হিসাবে আমি মনে করি যে আমরা যেহেতু আমরা we have proven to the community that we can hold such big event, we can provide good things to our community. So therefore, with little bit more help from our business community, we can make it even better and bigger. So inshallah, we are hoping that next year we'll get more support from our business community. Inshallah.
Fantastic. And Rashid Bhai, obviously, if people want to get involved, what kind of timeline are you thinking of doing the event next year so people can start planning and we can start approaching them?
Right, okay, so we're already talking to the providers, the boat race providers, about dates. So strangely enough, they are quite busy as well, So we will have a lot of leading up time this year. We will try and give at least 6 months notice on the date, even if not more. We're hopeful that within a couple of months, we'll have the date. So there will be a lot of leading time and a lot of opportunities for people to get involved. But going back to what Feinbay said about the businesses getting involved. Look, the way I see it, obviously I do this because I'm passionate about it. I want to help the community. But there's a selfish reason as well, which is I'm not looking for a reward in this world. I'm looking for a reward in the hereafter. So the way I look at it is there were 39 teams last year. even if all the teams raised £5 each, I have a stake in that £5. If Allah listens to just one of the du'as, then I'm part of that. Similarly for the businesses, there's so many businessmen and women in our community. They can contribute to this and have a share in, all the rewards, So I would say, please, help us, support us, because we need as much support as possible.
Definitely. And Sabia, coming back to you, obviously we had so many volunteers who helped out. We had the sisters area. What can we do next year to provide more facilities for the sisters?
I think the biggest facility is around what do we do with children that attend the event? Because obviously if the children are entertained, even the women who take part, women who come, they know their children are in a safe space. So I think from that perspective, there's that. Maybe a bit more stalls that are more women focused, event, besides boat race, maybe if other activities are just our women only, like carom board or stuff like that. There are other activities that women who are not taking part in the boat race that we could have just purely for women, because we do have a large section for women, and I know it was used for a picnic, but I think it would be quite nice if women were able to, they've enjoyed the boat race, they'll enjoy carom board as well.
Definitely, and I think viewers, actually the event was amazing. So many people enjoying the different food stalls, enjoying the rickshaw rides, taking part. They had their space to pray. It was a really good atmosphere, and inshallah this event is only going to get bigger and better. Now, Rashid Bhai, what's your final kind of message for everyone for this year and moving on to next year?
So, obviously we congratulate everybody. For me, this has been the awakening of our community, really. I didn't even realize that, people could come together like this. So my message is this: look, start getting ready for next year. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, inshallah. Sabia raised a few points about sisters being involved. One of the suggestions was to me by a sister is that we need to have designated areas for women and children to watch the boat race, because it was so busy, to see the boat race. So get ready, inshallah we'll give you enough notice, get your teams ready. Last year we had teams from all over, and it would be fantastic to have even more teams. There will be a cap. Unfortunately, we can only grow at a certain amount. So, get your interest in first. We will be a lot more stricter on time scales and so on in terms of registering and payment and so on. So yeah, I would say just get ready. To the businesses, I would say, look, support us, help us so that we can make the event bigger and better. Just before you go, Jawar, from me, there's a couple of businesses that were supportive of us, maybe not financially, but in kind. And I think it's important to recognize their contribution. Atlas Wedding and Marquees, Khasa Bazar, Hassan Bhai, Aklu Bhai with his Aklu brand was there as well. Mas Bazar is always supportive, supporting us in whatever way they can. And then there were obviously Friends Karam Club were very supportive with the Karam. Shunali Watit were always helpful and supportive in terms of, providing us with the commentator on the day and so on. And then there were so many people behind the scenes, not just from Sisters Forum and NYL, Neom Youth Link and Gift Foundation, people who volunteers like Sutobai, who was here earlier today, Abjal from Osmaninagar, who did the community leaders, and Sharif Bhai for the Masjid race as well. And Razna, we forget Sister Razna, who did the Sisters race, on behalf of Sisters Forum as well. So, and then the guys at Gift Foundation office, people like Hassan, people like Yamin, Rahim, and then Safwan, all these guys were really sort of helpful. So and Batiza Shafin as well, my friend Fozzi's son. So everybody pulled together. We need more people to come on board and help us. If you're keen on helping us without sort of wanting something in return, come and join us and make it better.
Sheikh, final comments from you.
Just to add on the sisters' point, so there was suggestion to have designated place for the sisters to watch the race, designated place for sisters to during the award ceremony. Is again very Trumpy. And thirdly, also to have a big tent for our elderly sisters, our aunties, and so they can sit down and relax. So the main message, what we originally discussed, that we want to create this a platform for charitable causes, which alhamdulillah is sort of moving forward, progressing. So not only we will raise funds and deliver charitable causes, but now this will become a platform for anyone and everyone or different charities to come together, use this platform, raise funds for good causes. Additionally, of course, this is bringing, as Rashid Bhai said, bringing the community together and bringing our families together. And inshallah, we want to continue doing this. With this right intention, we'll be rewarded in the hereafter as well.
Inshallah, Sabia, last one quickly from you.
Adding to everything else everyone else said, I think it also would be quite good if we had more sisters who'd like to volunteer, maybe with the literature side or whichever side, because there might be something that we're missing out and you would want to be part of. So come on board and just help out in whatever capacity you have, because it is actually a brilliant project, and it would be good to have more people on board.
So there you have it, viewers. That's the charity boat race. If you want to get registered for your team next year, go to the website charityboatrace.org. charityboatrace.org. You can register right now and get your entries in. The spaces are limited. Don't miss out. Get involved right now. What a fantastic event it was, organised by Gift Foundation, Newham Youth Link and Sisters Forum, supported by TV1. Until next year, we'll see you again. Assalamu alaikum.